Lady D, D-Man.
Here we go.
Come and chat with Lady D and D-Man Mob. Open up your ears, get this top verbal blog with the #1 team who's trying to reach the stars. Have you wanted like a fiend? Can't get it, you a star. Conversation with me, baby, you're bound to say yup. Conversation with me, baby, we don't give a word on the news and whatever. Hit the pavement, laughing at these fools, chat with Mob Entertainment.
Mob Entertainment. BCM, Infamous Lady D. Infamous Lady D online.web.com.
Come and chat with Lady D and D-Man Mob. Open up your ears, get this top verbal blog with the #1 team who trying to reach the stars. Have you wanted like a fiend? Can't get it, you a star. Conversation with me, baby, you're bound to say yup. Conversation with me, baby, we don't give a what. Up on news and whatever. Hit the pavement, laughing at these fools, chat with Mob Entertainment.
Mob Entertainment.
Yeah, it's Lady D and D-Man Mob.
D-Man Mob. D-Man
Mob Entertainment.
BCM.
All day, baby, all day.
Notebook. You're gonna read a couple of sentences, maybe even a paragraph, and you're just going to summarize what you have read in that few little sentences. So you're gonna take out your notebooks, summarize what you remember. If you need to, you can draw pictures, whatever it takes to get you to remember. You can also highlight information in the book, like keywords. If this is a book that you can write in or whatever like that, highlight these keywords. All of these things help your memory. It activates something in your brain to help you remember and stay focused. So these little things, like a teacher. So what do you think the questions that your teacher would be asking, or how do you think your teacher would explain this paragraph? You get what I'm saying? In your senses, like I said, you can highlight. That's making you see this color. You think of smells. You know what I'm saying? You're drawing it. You're getting all of your senses involved, and that helps you to remember as well. And also critically think before you do this summary, or before you summarize this information. Critically think about what you're going to say. You know? So make sure that you also test yourself. Going back to think like a teacher, what do you think the questions would be that your teacher would ask? And you answer those questions. Even on the little paragraph, it could be a 1,000-page book. Just make sure that you are reading a little bit and explaining a little bit in a summarization, or you can even be talking to yourself, you know?
And then you can, on top of that, go back and read what you've summarized, and that's definitely, it's not rereading the whole book, but you know what it was talking about, what this one was talking about, what this one was talking about. Okay, yeah, I know exactly what all of that was about now.
Exactly. And you can have your dictionary, look up words, use etymology, whatever you need to do to understand what you're reading. And one last tip, those notes that you are taking, you can write those notes several times. You remember when we used to get in trouble in school, they would make us write the rules 100 times each. So the more that you write this information down, the more you will be able to remember it. So doing these little things will help you as far as becoming an active reader, instead of just reading and the next day you forgot what you read. Just take these little steps, and you don't have to finish a book in a day. People think, like, when you ask people to read or what have you read, they think they're supposed to read the whole book in one day. No, that's unnecessary. Take your time.
Unless you're a good reader like that.
Yeah, take your time. Some books will have you sucked in, like, I gotta finish this because I want to know what's gonna happen. But take your time and understand what you're reading. So when it comes down to explaining or just knowing, having that knowledge, you will know and you won't forget.
Exactly.
Next, do you have any books in mind or any pointers?
No, as far as books, why all of us, we need to have a library, and especially for the younger people, get a library of books that you've read. And as you have children, they'll be coming up and they'll see all of those books, and it's like, well, yeah, I read all of those. I've read them all, and they'll look at you like, wow, I want to read too. That gives them something to look forward to if you've already done it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times all kids kind of want to be like their parents in some form or fashion. So they look up to mom and daddy.
That's true.
So a library.
And you can start with just a small little bookshelf and work your way up. There's nothing wrong with that. But in these predominantly melanated communities, we need to start getting books back in our homes. Instead of the latest Jordans and the latest games or whatever. Nothing wrong with games either.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't be the only thing.
And then, notice we're saying books, not the downloadable things that you get on this or on that. We're actually talking about the books, because I've noticed in some of those downloadable books, some words are missing. And
pages, chapters.
Yeah, just different things. It's not saying everything that the entire book is saying. But if you don't know that, when you just read it off what you downloaded or whatever like that, ebooks or what have you, okay, well, I read that book. Well, I read that book too. Did it say everything? Well, this is all it said. Well, wait a minute, you're missing something, and you're missing something very important in that book. So, books is good to have.
Yeah, and then the hard copy, in case all of this technology stuff is gone, you will still have the hard copy.
And we all now know what that is, because we used to remember all the telephone numbers and everything like that. Oh, my phone crashed or it broke or whatever like that.
We don't know nobody's phone number.
I had to wait on everybody to call me so I can get their number back. Who is this? Who is this? Oh, okay, all right.
So yeah, it's important, because all of this stuff may not be around forever, and even books may not be around forever. But get a hard copy.
Books have been around
Print
a long
out.
time.
Print out the downloadable ones.
But even with those downloadables, see if you can find the hard copy, the actual book. Books are not as expensive, as you think. Some books may get to be expensive, especially if a lot of people is starting to buy them. That's one thing that I've noticed. If there's a certain book that's out there that all of a sudden is getting talked about and a lot of people start to buy it, that price can go up to $600-$700.
And depending on what's in the book. Because some books are very expensive, but they have some jewels inside of those pages. So yeah, suggestions. You can let us know what you think, what you're reading right now, what you can put us on that we may be able to pick up, because we have a library, he has a library, we got libraries. So maybe you have something that we don't have. So let us know what you're reading. Put your girl on. So next is sports, guys.
Well, right now on some sports, we all know what's going on right now. As far as football is concerned, of course, basketball is still going on, but football is not any games being played unless you're in an AAF league now. But the NFL Combine, which is of course the college people that's been invited to go. But one thing that I noticed, it seemed like some of these guys up in the combine, it's like, okay, where's the strength now? They have the 225 pound bench press. I'm seeing guys benching 12, 13, 15 times. I'm like, dude, you've been lifting weights since high school, definitely. Three years of college. What are you doing to only be able to bench press 225 13 times now? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think it's some offensive lineman. It's faster than what Tom Brady ran back when he was at the combine. An offensive, like 325-pound guy running like a 4'8", 4'9". And I think Tom Brady was over 5 seconds. It's like, wow, really, these guys are moving. And they had one guy from Ole Miss, I think his name is Metcalf. He ran a 4'3", if I'm not mistaken. He's like 6'3", 228 pounds. Guy's moving. That guy's big. He's pretty big, but he's been playing football all the years too, just like the other guys. And I don't get it. You should be benching 225 at least 24 times. Everybody, at least. And the speed.
The estrogen in the food.
Something, because you got 4'4", 4'40" or 4'44". that's almost like the benchmark for these running backs. You know what I'm saying? They got running backs running like a 4.7 and 4.8. Yeah, that's kind of fast, but really, that's slow. Now you got offensive linemen that can almost walk you down. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You gotta come on, get with it. You know, but you go into the league. Yeah, everything is not all about speed, but you can believe that you're not going anywhere because somebody gonna walk you down. You know what I'm saying? So on the sports, that's what's kind of going on right now. The Heisman Trophy winner, Kyler Murray, he went on because of course he was invited, but he's not, competing in the NFL Combine. He's not doing any drills or anything like that. He's not going to even run the 40 times. Everybody want to know what Kyler Murray's 40 time is, because the guy is just like, his little feet just be moving. And he is very, very fast to be a quarterback. He may be faster than Michael Vick was. And everybody always talk about the Vick experience. It might be the Murray experience coming up. And he's only like 5. He weighed in like 207 pounds. Probably drunk a couple gallons of water, beforehand. And he, ate 2-3 meals, going in. But he does look like he's been working out a little bit more. But he's only like 5'10". Everybody's like, okay, well, he's a little too short. It's like, remember, these same guys that you're drafting into the NFL is these same guys that he's been playing with all of his life. So you don't think that he's used to the height of the offensive lineman that he's behind, or the defensive lineman? He's used to it. He's been doing it for the longest. These same college guys that's going into the NFL, they're not really growing anymore either. You know what I'm saying? So some things are common sense. One reporter asked him a question. It's like, okay, well, if you wasn't going to do football, what would you do? What would you be doing? I just dropped my head when I heard the question, because remember, he had a choice of what he wanted to do. He could play football or he could play baseball. Bottom line, although he was like, he didn't really want to answer that question or whatever, if he didn't play football or decide to play football, he would be playing baseball. Woman, honestly, truly, that was a stupid question to me. What do you think? Maybe
she didn't know.
It's been all over the news as far as sports media is concerned. What does Kyler Murray want to do? Is he going to play baseball, which he's already been drafted, pretty much given, come on into, and I think it's the A's or whatever like that, but a $4 million, contract for him to play baseball. He could get more money in the NFL, especially if he goes kind of high in the draft, and they might be picking him number 1 with the Arizona Cardinals. But if he's not going to be doing that, yeah, he would have went with his already made money, pretty much, the $4 million baseball. So I thought that was just the stupidest question. I'm like, really? Just people don't use their brains anymore. Some of these reporters is like, you know what? You're fired. Just get out of here.
To a person, she may not be into sports. Just because she works there doesn't mean that she's into it. But you're supposed to do some research on the person that you're interviewing, know a little bit about them so that you'll know the right questions to ask.
Yeah. I could see him answering, if you wasn't playing football or baseball, what would you have been doing as far as a fallback or something like that? Say if you get injured or something like that and you can't play football anymore nor baseball, what would you do then? What would you do? I can understand a question like that, because that lets him know, goes back to the studies in college. What were you doing in college? And I'm sure it wasn't just say straight athletics. Sometimes you do have to graduate.
All right, well, leave your comments below on this debriefing of sports. Next we're gonna move on to law. And the only thing that I have for law today is basically everyone needs to pull out their Constitution. It's one of them. I think it was 1781. Yeah, 1781. I'm sorry. Just read it. I am a little dyslexic, but I'm working on that. I'm working on that, but don't worry about that. Yeah. Worry about what this Constitution says for the United States.
Yeah, because it is the supreme
law of the land. So if you want to know, because we've gotten away from the actual law and we start chasing policies and statutes, and we just got way off from the actual law. And people need to read the law of the land and understand it, understand it, and overstand it.
Yeah.
So start there.
Because everything that's lawful isn't always legal. And everything that's illegal doesn't mean it's unlawful. There's a big difference in the two.
Right. And legal is usually
Statute, policy, somewhere in there.
yeah. Have for health.
Health. Well, I've been looking at certain, people. I forget the guy's name. I just saw a YouTube video of him because it's something that I've been trying to do as well, and that's kind of go 100% vegan, and been kind of doing a vegetarian style, for a little bit now, but not all the way going into vegan. I'm trying to go
on and off.
Yeah, but you can definitely tell the difference in how your body feels based off the food that you eat. And one thing,
smells.
Yes. I mean, you can have vegetables here, and after say 2 weeks of it just being there, what would the smell be versus meat? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a pretty distinct difference.
So really, what's going on is it's true. You are what you eat.
You are what you eat.
Check it out. Just pay attention. Just get a journal and write down what you eat. Write down how your skin looks, how your hair looks, how you smell. These type of things. Just keep a journal, and you will start to notice, and you will know what to eliminate.
Yeah. As you eat, what happens to your body? What happens to your skin? How long is it before you say use the restroom or something like that?
Number 2.
Yeah, before you number 2. That just wanted to go 100% vegan. I was watching a guy, and he was like at a market. I don't know where this market was. I think he was in Jamaica, but where, I don't know if it was like pre-made just for him to go and grab some things off of it, but he was putting so many different things in his basket. As far as, he's like, I'm gonna have a nice salad today. I'm gonna have, we're gonna eat this and we're gonna do that. And I'm like, all of these different foods that he has, just a big variety, and they're all living foods. They're all fruits, vegetables. With the coconut, he started off with coconut water, and I like coconut water, but he started off with that. He got papaya, apples, pears, plums, the peaches, the watermelon. I mean, soursop, all these different foods. But when you go to meat, what do we look at?
Like 5 different things.
We look for the beef, the pork,
the cow,
chicken, turkey, maybe, something like that. Those basic things. But when you go into the other, it's so much more.
Vegetables and fruit. They say it's like over 20,000 fruit and vegetables. So why would we limit ourselves to 1 or 2, 3, maybe 4 animals
that we, eat all the time? And then with those animals, I recommend that you look at a documentary called "What the Health." It's on Netflix. When you look at it, it may change your mind a little bit about the animals that you're eating and where you're getting them from. And just in general, you'll look at it a lot differently.
Well, one thing I want to add on to what he said, as far as looking at what the health, some things that they did mention in what the health is, first of all, our teeth are not designed to eat meat by nature. Second of all, our intestines are way too slim, too long. And we're not digesting the meat properly because we're not supposed to be eating it. That's why so many people are obese. That's why so many people are having problems going to the bathroom. That's why all of these diseases are setting up. All this mucus in your body, toxins in your body. We're not supposed to be eating it in the first place. Melanated people of color. And also, and there's other spiritual and emotional attachments to the meat that gets processed in you. Some ailments from the animals happen to you and you don't know why. Your body's going through these different things. So really study, a healthier lifestyle even if you have to make small changes, even if you do have to go back and forth, because it's not easy. This is how we've been eating for a very long time. So this has become habitual. So you have to see the documentary, some of the imagery, you know, some of that stuff will come to your mind once you go, you know, grocery shopping again, and you'll be like, no, I'm gonna pass on that one. Some things you just gotta have that visual and know exactly what's going on. And I just read just earlier today, they were saying that, you know, because I had just read previously about the McDonald's hamburger meat. So they're not even producing enough beef cows to even feed the McDonald's here in America. But there are McDonald's all over the world that they're supplying these burgers to on a daily basis. We don't even produce enough beef cows. So earlier today, I read where they are saying that these are actual abortion babies that they are using in the actual hamburgers at McDonald's. It's almost like this. If you eat one type of flesh, you will probably eat every type of flesh. So you didn't even tell the difference that you were eating a human versus a cow.
That's deep right there, you know. But you don't know exactly what's in it, especially when you go and just buy it from the grocery store. At least, you know, not saying that it's okay, but at least if you're doing it yourself, you know what's in it. You know exactly what it is, you know, supposedly, you know. But that's why I said, you know, I don't. But yeah, you kind of know a little bit, so that's just crazy. And I was just thinking, okay, well, how many different chains? You got McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King. I mean, all of these different places that serve
burgers,
you know. And
I just said they don't have enough to supply the ones in America just for McDonald's. So what is Wendy's serving? What is Burger King serving? What is that? Because we don't have enough.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then this is one clip in the documentary, what the hell, that I'm sure you will remember. And they seem like a cyst or something like that on one of the cows. And I don't want to spoil it for you, but watch it, and it'll be something similar to when you see it on the pig of what they do. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's definitely gonna make you think a little bit more about what you're eating.
Yeah, all cow milk don't come from the titty or the teat. Some cow milk comes from those huge boils that's on their skin. That pus.
Yeah, but you know, the FDA says a little pus is good. It's okay as long as it's not a lot of pus. You know, but a little pus is okay to be in your milk. You know.
Yeah, pus, feces, mucus.
Yeah, a little bit of that is okay. It's okay. You know, it's normal.
According to the alphabet game.
That's a whole different.
Whole nother situation. So leave your comments down below if y'all have any health suggestions. What are you doing to stay healthy? Let us know in the comments. So moving on, we're just gonna do a couple of random things and then we're gonna end for today. I want to bring up this little Momo challenge situation. In case people haven't heard about it, I'm here to tell you about it today. So there is a Momo challenge going on social media. I think they're going through the Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all the little social media accounts, and they're targeting people with suicidal tendency and little kids. It involved people taking commands from unknown numbers and social media accounts for 50 days. It includes dangerous tasks. Momo is asking players to perform. So they mainly, like I said, go through Facebook, WhatsApp, different social media things, and they tell the people, kids, teenagers, whatever, to do violent acts, and they have photos for proof. And when they also intimidate and threaten those who don't follow instructions. The final challenge goes from harming to killing yourself. So people, please be checking your kids' phone, making sure that they're not getting involved with these strange things. And it's a little long face, buck eye. I will insert a picture somewhere on here with stringly hair. I mean, the creature looks weird, and then it has like chicken feet. It's a really weird sight to look at, but this little thing is influencing these children, some teens, like I said, people with suicidal tendencies. So
wanting you to kill, say go and if your parents do something that you don't like, you know, turn the gas stove on, you know, or you just go and do something to them, just awful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's telling them to do that because you don't like something that they told you that you couldn't do or you couldn't have. You know?
This is something that's really crazy that's going on, and I hate situations like this where they come up with this crap. But the other question some of these parents should be asking is, why are these social media sites allowing this stuff? I mean, on some of these social media sites, you can't do nothing. You say the wrong little thing, they blocking you, throwing you in Twitter jail, all this different stuff. YouTube, you say one. A girl said bleach the other day. Bleach! They blocked her. Closed the whole site, her whole page down. So you mean to tell me that this Momo challenge been going on for weeks and kids are dying and hurting themselves and nobody caught on?
Is it coming from there?
Sound like they're all in cahoots with this mess.
Is it Google perhaps?
I don't know. And then it was another one that I meant to get the details about. Somebody sent it to me in my email, and it was talking about the women. It'll send you a message saying somebody has a crush on you or was liking your profile or something like that, and you go on and it puts a tracker on your phone and knows where you are and all this stuff like that. I don't know all of the details about it, but it's something else is what I'm saying. It's something else dealing with these social media that they're letting slide through the cracks some way.
They're not letting it slide through the cracks. It's a big hole. And they pushing it over the edge. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
so
pushing it.
Y'all be careful out there in these streets with these social media accounts.
But I remember one person kind of saying, if it'll do it to me, like one of the biggest sites that kind of go against some of that, the little people don't have a chance. So like you say, the girl couldn't say bleach and she in Twitter jail or, you know, YouTube and flagged her account or whatever like that. And you have this entire thing promoting some type of violence in some type of way. Not mass violence or whatever like that, but the violence is to themselves or to someone else.
That's close to them, yeah, and it's crazy. So I don't understand that part. But I do understand it, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, they telling you got somebody liking your picture or somebody thinks you're cute, you know, these little flirty type things. And people fall for that with low self-esteem, or somebody might be lonely and just want somebody to talk to, and they click on it, and then they whole life in danger.
Yep, next thing you know, somebody's missing.
So, in these streets and on these streets, on the virtual streets, so y'all be careful out here. These people trying to get us. Seriously.
I don't know how she just gonna pick up a ring out here on this. Really?
On these streets. These streets get rougher than the real streets. Seriously. The virtual streets.
Yeah.
So, anyway, y'all, we want to thank y'all so much for tuning in today. We really appreciate y'all taking this time out to spend it with us. So, we want to end right here. We wish you all blissfulness, peace, and love, and we will see you on the next.
Yeah.
Chatting with Mob Entertainment.
Yeah, because I will never say blessed again, because when you look and spell it, what is it saying? Separate the two.
Be blessed. So be blissful, people. We love you. Peace and love. Bye, guys.
MOB, BCM, Lady D, D-Man.
Here we go.
Come and chat with Lady D and D-Man Mob. Open up your ears, get the top verbal blog with the #1 team who's trying to reach the stars. Have you wanted like a fiend? Can't get it, you a star. Conversation with me, baby, you're bound to stay up. Conversation with me, baby, we don't give a word on the news and whatever. Hit the pavement, laughing at these fools, chatting with Mob Entertainment.